balance a control account. So I'm looking at a debtor's control account here. So I've taken from the top of the question, okay, and these are all numbers that I've just made up. So top of a question, I'll have the balance on the debit side and the credit side. So this balance BD, remember we would think of this as a refund. In this case, we're talking about debtors. So we owe this money back to one of my debtors. We owe them their money back because they had to return goods that they had already paid for. So now I'm going to balance this at the end. So normally when we balance any account, we add up the two sides and find the difference. But before we can do that, this refund is not mentioned in the question, and generally there never is, of this refund being paid. So that means that refund still exists. So I'm going to have a balance BD down here of that refund, which means there must be a balance CD of that refund first. So there's the refund of €200. Now I'll do what I normally do to balance the account, add up the two sides and find the difference. Now this looks to me like the bigger side. So I'm going to add up everything here on the debit side, including the refund. And that must be the total that appears on both. So if we're balancing the account, it must be the same total. So that means that that number shouldn't be there. So we'll have a balance CD on this side, which is going to be the difference. So the balance is going to be the total minus all the entries on the credit side. And that would include the opening refund. So there's the balance CD, and that balance CD goes down here. So we'll have 3810 is going to be a balance CD. So it really means the amount of money that our debtors owe me is actually that, take away the 200. So it's actually 3610. So the difference number I'm going to put down here at the end of my adjusted list of balances. So I've got some entries with adjusted list of balances, and I don't know what my original balance was, my original total. You're never given that in the question. So my corrected total. So when this question is finished, I should get the same total in both documents. So that means that my corrected total, when this is done and all of these errors are corrected, I should end up with those two numbers taken away. So 3610 should be my total. So as I did yesterday in class, I'm going to reverse my signs and go backwards. So all of these numbers here will be taken away. Okay, so to go backwards, I'm going to add these on. Okay, so first of all, I'll add these. So I'm adding all of my lesses, and because I'm going backwards, I'll be adding that number on to get the number above. Okay, so that would be 3610 plus 868. Now I'll add all of my adds, so that's going to be those two numbers there. Okay, and again, because I'm going backwards from the end, I'm going back. That means I reverse the symbol. So these numbers should be added on to my original total. So they'll be taken away from this number here to get my original one. So there's the total so far, and we'll take that away, and that gives us our original total. Okay, so I hope that makes sense to you. Just repeat that again. We have X, an unknown number for our original total. All of our adds should be added on to get a new total, and then all our lesses should be taken away to get the corrected total. But because I started at the bottom and I work backwards, I have to take those numbers away. I hope that makes sense for you.